Hey guys, Jeremy here, and this is a satin-lined beanie, skull cap, winter cap, fisherman's cap, whatever you want to call this. This is going to be something that's going to keep your head warm during the colder winter months. Now, a satin-lined hat. Why would you need a satin-lined hat? Well, number one, it's really comfortable. I mean, things just really slip around on the top of your head. So it's not going to mess up your hair, and it's not going to create any frizz or static electricity. So that's super nice. Another reason that you would want satin lined is because it's going to retain heat. It's not going to let it escape through the cotton. It's going to keep it on the inside. Now, because it is satin lined, that means you're not going to be able to throw it in the washer and then the dryer. It's something you're going to want to hand wash. Now, as I said, satin lined. It's going to be great for people with hair, not necessarily me. However, it does feel really good on the head. Now, that's what the satin lining looks like. So, as I said, it is super comfortable, and it is going to keep the frizz down, and thank God for that, right? It's going to keep the frizz down, going to keep the tangles down, going to keep the static electricity down, just because of that satin lining. Now, there's a couple of things that I look for in a hat, a beanie, a skull cap, whatever you want to call this. What I look for is the fold. I don't want too big of a fold, right? And neither do you. You don't want to look corny going out on a cold winter's night. You want to look fashionable, and you want to look like you got it all together. So I look for the fold. I don't want too big of a fold. Another thing that I look for, and for the fold, you got to be careful with that because you don't have a lot of extra space here. If you fold it too much, you got that satin lining coming out, then you are going to look a little bit corny. Another thing that I look for is how it fits on the head, right? So I want it to fit pretty snug. If we're going to call this a skull cap, let's get it right on the skull, right? And have it looking flat and nice, just the shape of your own head. One thing that I really pay attention to is the stitching on these hats, okay? Sometimes the stitching is pretty severe, and it causes bumps, kind of like this here. You see how we got the bumps? And that makes your head sometimes look a little bit deformed. It all depends on your head shape as well. Now, for me, I think it causes it to look just a little bit deformed. I can't get that little pocket right there to sit flat on my head, and that's what I want. And this hat is not necessarily doing that for me. It may do that for you. It may just be the shape of my head, the size of my head. Now, another thing that's pretty important when we're looking at these skull caps is if you don't want that to sit flat on your head, then boom, just pull it up a little bit and have one of those lop over hats, you know, and have a little bit of extra up on top. That seems to be the going thing. I don't know. I'm 51 years old. I just like to have it sitting flat on my head. I like a fisherman's cap sort of thing, a trucker's cap sort of thing, you know. I don't necessarily like this this lazy flop over, but, you know, some people do. And because this is the way this is designed, you can wear this up like that, and you can be all right with that. Or you can pull it down, and you can be all right with that as well. If you don't mind the stitchings, then I'm telling you what, a satin-lined hat, first time I've ever put one on, I find it to be super comfortable. A little warm right now here in the Midwest to be wearing it, but once fall hits, the cold nights come, this hat's going to be the top choice for me.